Hey there, seniors. Welcome to English. It is Thursday. All right, over under your classwork tab, you do have a quick write for today. Check that out. Don't forget 5 complete and quality sentences. Also, your quick write from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all due tomorrow at noon. So make sure those are done and turned in on time. What is also due tomorrow at noon is your quick write for your World Literature Russia section. So talking about Anna Akhmatova and Alexander Solzhenitsyn and your thoughts, okay? That is due tomorrow at noon as well. So make sure those are done. That's what you're going to get to work on today. I do want to talk about a few things to do with both of the authors that we just talked about and their pieces. So let's start with Anna Akhmatova and Lot's wife. So this one is definitely going to her Christian views here. And she's taking her inspiration from the Bible. And she has been sympathizing with this story recently. Because remember, the new government regime, the communist regime, did not like her. Did not like what she was writing about. And they wanted to tell her what to write about. And if she kept writing, well, we'll just send you out. You'll either be imprisoned, you'll be sentenced to death, or you'll be exiled. Those were her options at that point. So she really sympathized with the idea that these people were being pushed away from their country for their own good here. And the wife looked back. The one thing they were told not to do was look back. And so she has this urge. She has this urge to stay in her country, no matter what the country is doing to her, because of her love of her country. Her patriotism is what has kept her in Russia, despite everything that's happened. Loss of her husband, the imprisonment of her son and her friends, and the threats of exile for herself. She is still, at the heart of it, patriotic and loves her country. And so this idea of looking back, this wife could not leave without one last look at this country that she has grown to love so much. That is what she's sympathizing with here. And even though she's being pushed away, she's got to hold on to that last view. And that becomes her downfall. Do you think that Akhmatova is thinking that the love of her country is going to be her own downfall? Food for thought there. So, the poem here in the second stanza talks about the red towers of your native Sodom. She's connecting this poem with her life. So the red towers can refer to Sodom, but they can also refer to Moscow, where Red Square is a famous landmark. So she's using this symbol to connect the two, herself and Lot's wife in Sodom. So I just wanted to point that out there as well. All right, let's talk a little bit about Alexander Solzhenitsyn. He had a hard life too, and his patriotism is what brought him back to his country, despite being exiled for many years and imprisoned for several as well. So, again, problems with the communist regime and publishing what they wanted to publish. Alexander Solzhenitsyn loved his country so much, he wanted to bring to light even the bad things that were happening. He wanted to be honest about his country. He still loved his country despite what he wrote about the labor camps and the prisons. But he didn't want to hide what his country was. He also didn't hide his love for it. So, these were kind of different. These were prose poems, like I said. So they look like little stories, right? It's the Freedom to Breathe is a poem talking about that breath of fresh air after he's been imprisoned. The prison and the labor camps kept him from that freedom of just breathing. What was that breath like? Where was that nature that he could connect to? And he connected to standing under an apple tree that's in blossom right after a rain. I don't know about you guys, but I love the smell right before and right after it rains. That is like my Zen place. That is my Zen scent, is rain. So I can definitely see myself connecting with this poem. And he's reflecting on the freedom of just breathing. Breathing without the constraints of being in shackles somewhere, in a prison, in a labor camp. You don't have the freedom to just stand there and breathe. In The Bonfire and the Ants, The Bonfire and the Ants really relates back to Lot's wife from Anna Akhmatova. It's the same situation. The wife could not leave her city without one last look. She had to be a part of her country, have that piece of her country. The ants, they knew they would die. They saw their friends die, but they had to go back to their country, their log, their home. And so the two poems between the two authors that really connect with this idea are The Bonfire and the Ants and Lot's Wife. So I wanted you to see that connection. The two authors talking about the same idea using similar experiences. He goes to nature, just like his other poem. He goes to nature for his example. Anna Akhmatova seeks her solace in her faith, in her religion. So I just wanted to talk about the poems a little bit before we moved on. A challenge for you, if you want to take it, would be, I would love to see some pictures of your Zen. So what is that place outdoors where you feel calm? So going back to Freedom to Breathe. His place that he goes to is under an apple tree in blossom after it rained. I'm going to post a picture on the feed of my Zen place. So if you would like to take the challenge, you can use your own picture. You can Google a picture, that's fine. But show me a picture of your Zen place. It could be on a farm, it could be at a beach, it could be wherever. What is your Zen place in nature? That is your challenge. Not an assignment, but a challenge. So if I get them, I'd be inclined to take that as your check-in too. Okay? So, today I want you to work on your quick write that you have for World Literature Russia and make sure you have everything done and everything in. If you are behind on assignments, use this time to work on them, please. Tomorrow I have an article about Russian literature that we're going to finish up World Literature Russia with tomorrow, okay? I do have my office hours today from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Google Meet. If you have any questions, connect with me, let me know. If you want to do your check-in that way, that's fine. Or if you want to check in another way, that's cool too. Make sure you're getting your check-in done, okay? I really, really need your check-in done. Those are worth 5 points a week now because people weren't checking in. So make sure you get your check-in done by Sunday. or else you lose your points. All right, you know what you need to work on today. Good luck and have a good day.